to MoreMind Self-Care Yoga Nidra. My name is Liz and welcome to our practice tonight. So guys, a little bit of housekeeping first before we get started. You will need a couple of cushions that you can just grab from your bed or a bolster to get the most out of our practice. And I suggest a blanket for the end when we're in our meditation and our Yoga Nidra, just to make sure that you're warm enough, as your core body temperature will drop just a little bit when we come to lay flat. So guys, I do have my screen on now. Just let me know if anyone has any injuries that I need to know about. That would be fantastic. And also I have popped a link to my Spotify playlist if you would like to use my music. If you had your own, I would just suggest something nice and relaxing so that we can all settle into a practice together tonight, guys. And lastly, just let me know if anyone has any injuries, but I will give lots of different variations for the poses that we're coming into. I think that's everything from me. So let's just get settled in, guys, and you won't need your cushions for the first bit of our class. We're going to begin with a nice grounding, very slow flow this evening. As you can probably tell from my screen, we're not going to be doing too much standing up at all. We're going to be quite mat-based this evening to warm the system and help open the body, ready for meditation. Okay, so let's get settled, guys. And let's meet just in a comfortable cross-legged seat in the middle of your mats. And in your own time, just finding a position of stillness, bowing the head, closing the eyes, and taking a few deep breaths. Breathing into the nose, and breathing out through the nose. Breathing into the nose, and out through the nose. Taking one more deep breath in, and one more deep breath out. And we're going to begin our practice tonight with just a very short breathing practice that we will come back to later on in our class as well. We're going to start with just a gentle extended exhalation. And this breath can really help to restore parasympathetic balance, to soothe the nervous system, and to help you feel relaxed, ready for yoga and Yoga Nidra. So keeping the eyes closed, keeping the head bowed. And continuing to breathe in and out of the nose, I'd like you to begin to just count your breath. Breathing into the nose and breathing out through the nose. Breathing into the nose and breathing out through the nose. And as you find a rhythm with your breath, I'd like you to begin to extend your exhalation just by 1 or 2 counts longer than the count of your inhalation. And this might be something like counting to 3 on the inhale and 5 on the exhale, 4 on the inhale, 6 on the exhale, or even 5 or 6 versus 7 and 8 on the exhale. So I won't count along because we'll all be using a different breath count as we settle into practice. So for the next moment, just slowly beginning to count the inhale and extend the exhale. And breathing into the nose and out through the nose. And breathing into the nose and breathing out through the nose. Lovely. Taking one more deep breath in and a long breath out. And just returning to a comfortable, gentle inhale and exhale at a comfortable pace. And blinking your eyes open. And we'll begin by just bringing the arms next to the body, using an inhale to reach the arms up, lengthening the back. And as you exhale out through the nose, bring the hands down to the ankles. We're going to roll over the knees and just make our way onto the hands and knees in tabletop. Spreading down through the fingers, making a nice even base. And coming onto the knees under hips. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back, relax the belly and lift the heart. As you exhale, curve the spine up, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, reverse, curve the spine up, maybe lifting up onto the fingertips to extend a little bit more. And moving through just one more, inhaling, opening the body. And exhaling, curving the spine up. Come back to neutral. Bring the big toes together, open the knees a little bit wider and sit back into child's pose, extending the arms out, bowing the head. And keeping the eyes closed. Just take a moment to notice how your mind is, how the thoughts are behaving this evening. So just noticing if the mind is busy, cluttered, distracted, maybe even resistant to movement tonight. Or if the mind is quite clear, quite relaxed, quite still. No, there's no right or wrong. Just noticing how you're feeling mentally this evening. And seeing if you can just put down any of that baggage you might be holding on to in the mind this evening. Just putting it to one side. Taking another deep breath in and a deep breath out. And we're going to move with the breath. As you inhale, lift the head, bring the weight into the hands, still outstretched, and we're going to ripple forwards and roll onto the belly. Roll the shoulders back. You can stay low if this feels a little bit much for the back at the moment, or you can be up high. As you exhale, come onto the knees, sit back into child's pose. We're going to move a little bit faster now, inhaling, pressing into the hands, rolling through the back and then softening down onto the belly, either coming down towards the mat or staying up high if that feels okay for the lower back. Take a breath in and exhale, roll back. Moving with the breath, inhale, ripple forwards, lower onto the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Inhaling into the nose, roll back down into cobra and exhale back, child's pose. Last one, guys. Inhale, roll down onto the belly, either low or maybe you're up a little bit higher this time. And exhale back to child's pose. From here, we're going to come through tabletop, tuck the toes and lift up into downward facing dog. Relax your head. And you can begin by just pedaling out the feet. So moving from left to right, right to left. Maybe giving the head a little shake to release the neck. Maybe nodding the head a few times, yes. And you can shake the head a few times, no. Lovely, guys. Couple more breaths, just gently moving from left foot to right foot to left foot. Keep the head relaxed. Imagining you're pedaling out any tension around the legs, around the hips, and around the neck. Slowly begin to bend the knees and we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet this evening. So feet open to hip width. Catch the elbows in the hands and let the head relax. We're not going to be up on the feet for too long. Take 5 breaths here, guys. Just letting the head go, looking through the ankles, behind you. You might like to blubber the lips a few times as you exhale, but completely up to you. Some people feel really comfortable with that breath, some people not so much. So do what feels right for you this evening, guys. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking our last few breaths, inhaling, exhaling. Let the hands just dangle down towards your toes. And walk the hands forwards again. Come back to your downward facing dog. Lovely. And now roll back onto the knees. So hands are underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide again. Untuck the toes. We're going to inhale. Take the left leg up. And as you exhale, take the knee to the chest. Dome the back. Bring chin to chest. Release. On an inhale, draw the knee to the nose. And exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhaling to extend. Last two. Breathe in. Breathe out. And last one. Inhale, knee to nose. Dome the back. Press into the hands. Feel the shoulders expand. And then release. Take the left knee down. Make sure the knees are open to about hip width. Press down into the palms, spread the fingers wide. As you inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose, dome the back, press the hands away. Release, open. Inhale, knee to nose, dome the back. Exhaling, opening, lifting from the heart, extending the back leg. Inhale, draw the knee in. Exhale, extend. And last one, breathe in slowly this time. And exhale, extend. Lovely, guys. Take the right knee back down. We're going to stay here for another couple of poses. So take the left hand about one palm in front of where it was, so you have space to lift the right palm up and thread the right arm underneath, coming onto the right shoulder. And you can either stay here, if that feels right for you. You can straighten out the left arm, or you can take the left arm behind you to come into a bind. Final variation in our rolling panda is to extend the left leg and maybe even walk the toes around to reach towards that right palm. Wherever you are, guys, in the pose, see if you can roll the left shoulder open and then close the eyes once you're stable. And in your rolling panda, bring awareness again to the breath. Anytime you notice the mind becoming distracted, guide the focus back to the breath. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. And breathing into the nose and out through the nose. And taking a few more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last two. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. If your left leg is extended, guys, just slide the left leg back in, taking the left knee down. Take the left hand down underneath you. We're going to press down into the left hand, so it's under the shoulder, and slide that right arm back out, and then extend it up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, reaching from wrist to wrist, and then slowly swap the hand. Now you should feel a little bit of energy, some sensation in that right shoulder now. So we're going to even things up. Bring the right hand about one palm in front of where it is. Slide the left hand underneath so you roll onto your left shoulder. Relax onto the left temple. And find whichever variation feels right for you. You can take the right hand behind you, maybe tucking the fingers inside the left hip. You can straighten out the right leg and maybe explore walking the right foot around. Just coming into whichever variation feels right for you this evening, guys. And then closing the eyes down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Seeing if you can relax into the posture. Whichever variation feels best this evening. See if you can soften rather than creating more effort in the pose. See if you can allow yourself to relax into the posture. And we'll take 5 more breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. 3 last breaths, just in your own time. And finally, taking your last breath when you're ready. And your last exhalation. Slowly unwind, unravel. Take the right leg in if it is extended. Press the right hand underneath the right shoulder. And when you're ready, inhale, extend the left arm up. And exhale. Bring both hands down. As you breathe, roll the shoulders back, relax the belly, look up. And as you exhale, curl the spine back up towards the ceiling. Press up through the shoulders, relax the head. Take 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. Lovely, guys. Come back to a neutral spine. And from here, we're going to take the left knee forwards to the back of the left wrist and slide the back leg away. Coming into pigeon pose, bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And as you exhale, begin to come down onto the forearms first, just relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. You can stay here, forearms on the ground or the mat, relaxing the head, or you can come down lower towards the mat. So whatever feels right for you this evening, guys. If you'd like to use your cushions underneath the chest, you can also come into a supported variation if you'd like this evening. Making sure the hips are squared forwards, the shoulders are soft. And then closing the eyes. Closing the eyes and bringing the awareness inwards. And as you settle into your pigeon pose, whichever variation feels best this evening, bring the awareness into the breath again. Rather than thinking about how you should look in the pose, the shape that you're making with your body, don't worry about how the pose looks at all. Focus on how it feels. See if you can notice where you feel sensation in the body. Seeing if you can slow the breathing down again to a gentle, comfortable, relaxed pace. Into the nose and out through the nose. Good, guys. Relax the shoulders. And for the final 5 breaths, you can stay exactly where you are, or you can maybe have a play at coming a little bit closer down towards the mat. Maybe extending the arms out in front of you, relaxing the head down, breathing into the nose and out through the nose, into the nose and out through the nose. I'm going to take just the last few breaths in your own time. And after your final exhalation, just slowly lift the head to look forwards. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders again, and we're going to roll up, opening the heart, breathing in. Exhaling out through the mouth. Tip over onto your left sitting bone and bring your back leg forwards in front of you, taking the left foot into the top of the right. So left knee is drawn in, right leg is extended out in front of you. Square the shoulders and the hips forward over that right leg. Breathe in to reach the arms up. And as you exhale, lengthen and then gently soften. So just over the right leg. You can relax the arms alongside the leg to take the ego out of the pose, that inclination you might have to force yourself a little bit deeper. Instead, we're going to breathe our way into a slightly deeper variation of the pose. So arms alongside that leg tonight. Let's take that temptation away. Relax the head and bring focus to your breath again. Breathing down into the lower belly. And as you exhale, see if you can create any more space to fold into. So really using the breath here, guys. Relax the head. Keep everything soft and relaxed. Breathing in. Exhale, soften. Seeing if you can create space with these last few breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last breath in. Last breath out. Turn the palms over and slide the hands all the way back in towards you. Lovely, guys. We're going to swap the legs over. So you can cross the feet and make your way back onto your hands and knees to come into our opposite pigeon on the right. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take the right knee forwards towards the right wrist and slide the left leg behind you. Use an inhale to roll the shoulders back, lifting the heart. And use an exhale to slowly come down towards your mat. You might be on the forearms. You might be comfortable to bring the hands together, support the head. You might like to extend the arms out in front of you or bring cushions underneath your chest as support. Whatever option feels right for you this evening, guys. Take a moment to settle in, squaring the hips, relaxing the shoulders, making space here. And then close the eyes down. And I'd like you to bring that awareness inwards again. And just notice how the mind is behaving after 20 minutes or so of yoga and some movements and breath work. Just noticing. No judgment or force. If the mind is still really busy this evening, that's perfectly fine. The mind is designed to be curious. But just noticing if perhaps the thoughts have slowed a little. Perhaps the mind has cleared a fraction. Just connecting back to the breath. And the reason in this class that we practice yoga before our Yoga Nidra meditation is exactly that philosophy. The mind benefits from movement often, and also from stillness. So as we move from pose to pose and find stillness and slow the breath, we can begin to prepare the mind for taking a meditative seat. Coming to our last 5 breaths, my love. So if you'd like to go a little bit deeper now into your pigeon, you can maybe have a play with extending the arms out in front, or maybe just bringing the chest slightly closer towards the ground if that's comfortable. Breathing into that right hip and breathing out through the nose. And taking a few last steady breaths, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Last last few breaths, just in your own time, no rush. And when you're ready, after that last exhale, you can start to just walk or pad the hands in. Inhale, roll the shoulders back as you lift. And exhale, let the breath go. This time tipping over onto the right hand side and bringing the left leg out in front of you, taking the right foot to the inside of that left leg. So right knee is bent, left leg is extended. Square the hips, square the shoulders and reach up. Take a breath in, lengthen, and exhale, soften. Let the arms relax next to you. So even I went for the reach. It's such a natural reaction to force our way in, but tonight we're breathing our way in. So palms open just next to that left leg, even if the hands wrap easily. We're going to focus with the breath tonight. So relax the head and bring your awareness just back to your breathing. Inhaling down into the belly. Exhaling to soften, soften, soften over the left leg. Inhaling down to the belly, creating space to exhale and gently soften into. Last 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling to gently fold. Shoulders relax, head relaxes. And in your own time, taking your last breath, your last exhale. Turn the palms over to come out slowly and roll up the spine, lifting your head up last of all. Really nice, guys. Bring the soles of the feet together now. We're going to come into one more fold, this time opening into the hips and getting a little bit deeper. So bring the soles of the feet together. Take the arms up towards the sky. Take a breath in, lengthening the back, but relaxing the shoulders. And as you exhale, slowly come down into your fold, my loves. Palms up, relax the head. If you would like to go deeper, there is a variation to bring the arms underneath the lower legs. There's one option. Or you can keep the arms extended out in front of you. Nice, guys. And in this pose, just going to do a little bit of work on releasing the neck. So slowly bring the left ear up to the left shoulder. Bring the chin to the chest. And right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. Last time, guys. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, and right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. Take a last breath in, a last breath out, and slowly just slide hands in towards you. Well done, guys. Hands to the outside edges of the knees for me. Draw the knees together and we're going to get those supports involved now. So grab your cushions and a blanket, always good as well for the head. And I'm going to show you a couple of options. Please listen to your body. It's the best advice I can offer you. And do what feels best for you this evening. Remember, it's no competition at all. Sometimes we compete with ourselves. Just what feels good in your body tonight. What feels like a release for you. So you can either have your cushions turned in line with your spine, facing away from you. And you can bring the soles of the feet back together. And then come to lay flat, wrapping the shoulders around and letting the arms open. This is my favorite variation and the one that I would suggest most people find the most comfortable and the most opening. You can always pop a pillow or cushion or blanket behind your head. Second variation, which will help you go a little bit deeper if you're quite a flexible person in the back. This is a nice variation, but again, Just be really careful and come out if it feels too much. So same option, soles of the feet together, knees still opening, but pillows the opposite way, in against the spine rather than in line with it, so like a T. And we're going to inhale, lengthen again, and as you exhale, let yourself come back and just draw up the head behind you. For this pose, you might like to extend the arms out, and you might again like a blanket or cushion to support the head. So whatever feels best, take your variation. Closing the eyes and bringing your awareness, your focus back to the breath. And in this heart opening, releasing, surrendering pose, I invite you to do just that. Allow yourself to just surrender to the posture. Let go. And come back to that steady flow of breath. Breathing into your nose and breathing out through your nose. And breathing into the nose, out through the nose. And taking a final few breaths. Just feeling the belly rise as you breathe in. And feeling the belly fall as you breathe out. Lovely, guys. In your own time, take a last deep breath in. And take a last deep breath out. To come out of this pose safely, stay reclined and draw the knees together. When the knees meet, open the feet a little bit wider, so about hip width. And we're going to support the head tonight with the hands. So interlace the hands behind the back of the head. And then slowly lift yourself up and out. Now, if you are a person who likes to support your legs, guys, I would bring the cushions down. We're going to come to lay back now. Grab your blankets so they are close. And if you'd like to turn the lights off, I would pop those off now and we'll get ready for our Yoga Nidra. We're going to come into one twist on each side and then settle into meditation. So grab the things you need. And if you'd like to have the legs supported, you can just keep the legs underneath the knees. And in your own time, just come to lay flat on the mat. Bring the knees in towards you. Let the arms drop out to the side. And you can either keep knees at 90 degrees or you can take your left leg and wrap it around your right. Inhale, draw the knees in. And exhale, drop the legs over to the right hand side. Look over your left shoulder. Close the eyes. If it feels too much to have the legs bound, guys, you can just unravel the legs and keep the knees at 90 degrees for your twists. That's a rhyming words there, not intentional. And take a few deep breaths. Breathing into the nose. And breathing out through the nose. And breathing into the nose. Out through the nose. Take your last breath in, your last breath out. Turn your head back to center. You might like to turn the palms down just to help you roll back onto your spine. And you can either keep the knees stacked or you can wrap right around left this time. Inhale, knees to the heart, and then slowly exhale, legs to the left hand side for your opposite twist. Turn to look over the right shoulder and let the shoulders relax down towards the earth. Breathing into the nose, out through the nose. Breathing into the nose. On the exhale, softening and taking a last breath in. A last breath out. And slowly, just roll your head back to center. Turn the palms down. Bring the legs back into your center line. Wrap your arms around your knees. Give yourself a little hug. Keep the head relaxed and take a rock from side to side. And from here, you can either just extend the legs out over your pillows or bolster and let the arms drop down. Or if you're not using supports, you can lift the legs and then just lower them straight down towards the ground. Just making sure you're warm enough with blankets or layers, socks, anything you need, my loves. We're going to be practicing our Yoga Nidra next, and we'll be laying in stillness for about 25 minutes tonight. So take your time to get settled. And as you find stillness, I'd like to just share a reading from my favourite book about Yoga Nidra, called Yoga Nidra. I think it explains the concept really well. Yoga Nidra means sleep with a trace of awareness. It is a state of mind in between wakefulness and dream. When you practice Yoga Nidra, you are opening the deeper phases of your mind. And at this moment, your intellectual mind is operating. But when you are able to relax, the subconscious and the unconscious level of the mind opens. The practice of Yoga Nidra has the capacity of penetrating into the depths of the human mind. And with that reading in mind, I think it's important to also let you know that Yoga Nidra is a deeply relaxing practice. So if you find yourself nodding off or feeling really sleepy, don't worry, guys. So I'm sure it's been a busy day for some. So if you do nod off, don't panic. Try and just bring the awareness back to the sound of my voice and enjoy the relaxation. So closing your eyes and coming to a place of total stillness. This practice will be entirely guided. I ask you to just follow the sound of my voice as I guide you through this relaxation practice. And let's begin by taking a few deep breaths. Seeing if you can make your exhalation slightly longer than your inhalation. Just breathing in and out of the nose still. Starting to just gently extend the exhale. And turning your awareness inwards again. And starting to focus at the very crown of the body, at the crown of the head. And slowly I invite you to just begin to relax the expression on your face. Relaxing the brow, relaxing the temples, relaxing the space behind the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, letting the lips relax. allowing the expression on your face to just soften into a gentle place of stillness. And slowly scanning your awareness over the face and down to the center of your chest. You might like to imagine or visualize an inner light, just a gently glowing ball of white energy, white light to follow. And slowly scanning down the front of the body, relaxing from the center of the chest down to the lower abdomen, allowing the ribs to relax, allowing the organs to relax. And bringing focus to the lower abdomen, allowing only this space to continue to move. Allowing only this space to gently rise as you breathe in and gently fall as you exhale. Allowing the front of the body to relax completely now. And in your own time, just slowly bringing your spotlight of awareness to the back of the neck now, the top of the spine. And I invite you to slowly allow your awareness to travel gently, mindfully, down the back of the body, traveling from the top of your neck, moving slowly vertebrae by vertebrae to the base of the spine, allowing the upper back to soften, middle back to soften, and lower back to soften. Allowing any weight or baggage you may be carrying to gently fall. Allowing the back to softly sink into the ground. Continuing to just breathe at a comfortable, gentle, effortless pace. Knowing there's nowhere to go. There's nothing you need to do. You are exactly where you should be. Allowing any distractions or busyness to drift away on your next exhalation. invite you to bring your awareness now and guide it to the top of your left shoulder. And as you slowly travel from the left shoulder to the left elbow, allow the upper arm to relax. From left elbow down to left wrist, lower arm relaxes. And from left wrist, allowing that inner light, inner awareness to travel from the left wrist to the tips of the fingers. Left hand relaxes. Allowing your left arm to relax completely. Continuing to breathe at a gentle, effortless pace. Following your awareness as it guides you to the top of your right shoulder. And slowly traveling from right shoulder down to right elbow. Allow the upper arm to relax, to soften, to feel heavy and held. Traveling from right elbow to right wrist. Lower arm relaxes. Allow any effort to drift away. And finally, following inner light, inner focus, as it guides you from your right wrist and travels to the tips of the fingers as your right hand relaxes. Slowly traveling to the top of your right shoulder, letting go of the right arm, letting go of the limbs as both arms become heavy, effortless, and completely relaxed. Continuing to breathe at a comfortable, gentle pace. And following that inner light of awareness as it guides you now lower down the body into the top of your left hip. And slowly you follow it as it guides you down to your left knee, upper leg relaxes, upper leg letting go. Slowly traveling from the left knee to left ankle, lower leg relaxes. Lower leg lets go. And slowly following that inner light, inner focus, as it gently guides your awareness from the left ankle, slowly travelling to the tips of the toes and over the soles of the feet, as you allow your left leg to relax completely. Allowing the left leg to feel heavy, to feel supported, and to feel held by the ground beneath you. And finally following that inner light, as it brings the focus to rest at the top of the right hip, slowly travelling from right hip to right knee, upper leg relaxing, upper leg letting go. Slowly travelling from the right knee to the right ankle, lower leg relaxes now, lower leg lets go. And slowly your awareness glides from the right ankle, travelling to the tips of the toes and over the sole of your foot. And the right leg relaxes completely. And slowly we travel back up the physical body, from the soles of your feet, slowly scanning to the crown of the head, noticing if there are any corners, any spaces, anywhere in your physical being that you could relax a fraction more. Allowing every muscle, every bone and every cell of your being to relax completely. And as you breathe, allowing only the lower abdomen to move gently and effortlessly with the breath. And as you sink gently into this space of effortless stillness, space of serenity and self-care, I invite you, lastly, to connect back to your breathing, back to your life force, your breath. And for the last few moments of our practice together, just allowing yourself to rest now. Rest in body, rest in mind. And if you notice your thoughts wandering, anchor back to your breath. Gently extending the exhale, slightly longer than your inhalation. Slowly beginning to just bring awareness back into the body as we mindfully wake up from our Yoga Nidra, our yogic sleep. Keeping the eyes closed, just beginning to bring movement into your fingers, into your toes. And taking a few deep breaths. And in your own time, you might like to stretch the arms out behind you, and maybe take a stretch to one side, and take a stretch to the other side. And then slowly rolling over onto your right hand side. Just coming into a fetal position for a moment as we slowly just begin to wake up. And when you're ready, just gently making your way back to a comfortable cross-legged seat. And let's close by bringing the hands together and just rubbing the palms together until the hands have some warmth between them. And you can either bring the hands to rest over the heart or rest the hands over the eyes. And bringing your awareness back to your inner world. Let's close by just setting an intention around self-care for the week ahead. What intention or dedication could you make towards yourself this week to practice more self-care? And that may not mean rest, that may mean a mindful practice, going for a walk in nature, connecting with someone you love, whatever it means for you. Just closing with intention. And when you're ready, in your own time, just slowly lifting the head and blinking the eyes open. And let's say together to close our practice, Namaste. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for our self-care Yoga Nidra practice tonight. Drink lots of water because we did lots of focused breathing. And that can be a good thing to do before bed anyway. And hopefully you'll find that this meditation before bed helps to really improve the quality of your sleep, as it helps to soothe the nervous system towards the end of the day. If anyone has any questions, my love, please let me know on the chat, or just say bye. It's always lovely to know who's practicing, even when we're online and not connected in a studio. We can still stay connected in this way through technology and through energy as well. So I would love to just say hello and goodbye to whoever is there practicing with me. And if you were maybe struggling with a dedication towards self-care, we just launched today our MoreMind 10-day challenge to take just 10 mindful minutes out of your day. So if you are on Instagram, guys, you can check that out. 10 a.m. every day, we have a different member of our MoreMind team sharing a breathing technique, a meditation, or a mindfulness practice to give you the opportunity to just look after your mental health and your holistic well-being a little bit more throughout the week. So I'd love to see you there. Thank you, Pauline. Lovely to hear from you. Thank you so much. It's a lovely message. Everyone's normally really sleepy after this class, but if any questions do crop up, guys, please feel free to connect with me on social media as well. It's just Liz Joy Oakley on Instagram, or liz@moreyoga.co.uk on email. And if you have fallen asleep, I hope you're sleeping soundly tonight. Okay, my loves, well, I will wish everybody a lovely night's sleep, nice restful Monday night, stay warm, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully next week as well.